This is Hkhs Sport, bringing you that heat and far. We keeping the foot on the whoop, Hkhs. We keeping the foot on the whoop, Hkhs. And like the Tibetan marriage shift that I'm applying whoop unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus pipes. Let's talk about it. I actually commend David Benavidez. David Benavidez says that he's going to continue to apply unlimited pressure on Jermall Charlo. I commend the unlimited pressure. The problem is the Hkhs Sport feat of the schoolmaster tutorship of unlimited pressure. If you notice now, celebrities and boxers, athletes, you got YouTubers, everybody's copying the unlimited pressure mantra, right? Because what they realize is pressure is the highest form of a mantra. When you constantly living under the gun like Hkhs Sport, you constantly having tough challenges that you put and obstacles you put in front of you. You become so used to it. It's called adaptation, man. The human body can adapt to any fucking thing. It's just all about how you allow it to adapt. There's so many challenges, and you guys are gonna see as the months go on, as Hkhs Sport conquers these challenges, all of the challenges that Hkhs Sport is conquering. To be tuned, to a network near you. Hkhs Sport ain't gonna reveal all of the challenges, but you'll see them reveal as the months go on. But the biggest point is this, in its most cold-hearted, in its most unadulterated, in its most cutthroat fashion, it's as simple as this, y'all. When we sit here and we look at David Benavidez and we look at what he brings to the table, David Benavidez is applying Hkhs Sport's unlimited pressure mantra, but in the wrong timing, in the wrong positioning. This should be applied to Canelo Alvarez, the cinnamon dust horchata of Alvarez. It should be applied to him because Canelo Alvarez is the guy, when it's all said and done, that's not doing what he's supposed to. See, I applaud David Benavidez for understanding that the Hkhs Sport mantra of unlimited pressure is the best mantra to have anywhere in life, because it is what it is. It's pressure. You either are best friends with pressure. Best pressure either turns motherfuckers into diamonds, or it bursts his fucking pipes, man. Basically, you fall under the Manonia, the mighty stormbreaker of pressure. You have to choose whether you want to be best friends with pressure, or if pressure is going to fold you like a fucking pretzel. But God has revealed to us, because we're created in God's image, that we can handle pressure, because He constantly puts us under pressure. When it says take up your cross and you gotta take up your cross and crucify yourself daily, that's pressure, man. You gotta carry your own cross daily. That's pressure, because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. So I applaud David Benavidez for doing this. My problem with David Benavidez is you barking up the wrong tree. Like Jay-Z said, you bark up the wrong tree, the tree will fall on you. Jermall Charlo is not the tree that you want to bark up, because Jermall Charlo is a true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics. Jermall Charlo is the type of fighter that if you step up against him, you're going to get done the fuck up. Because Jermall Charlo, his power translates from weight class to weight class. It's about time that David Benavidez in a fight finally shows that he could make fucking weight. Jermall Charlo's always made fucking weight. And when Jermall Charlo tells you lions only, he means that shit in every bit of stretch of the imagination. He means that shit in every bit of the stretch of the word. He means the totality of lions only. The mantra is there for a fucking reason. It's there because Jermall Charlo has proven himself through the fire. Jermall Charlo has proven himself through the gun. Jermall Charlo has proven that when it's all said and done, lions only is the mantra that you have to govern yourself by. Because lions only, man. This is what David Benavidez don't understand. Jermall Charlo is not a motherfucker you want to fuck with. I get it. You want to say, I'm going to apply limited pressure on him. I like David Benavidez, man. If anybody knows, there's two Hispanic fighters that Hkhs Sport likes. And you know why? It's because they're more black than there are anything else. Now, let me explain something to you guys. Mexicans are blacks. They're just inferior blacks. They're the dormant blacks. They're the weaker genetic blacks. They got ilky fucking bodies. But I like the more darker versions of the Mexicans because they represent more of the African lineage, i.e. the David Benavidez of the world. I.E., you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta help me out, man, because I done forgot the motherfucker's name, dog. Because, you know, I'm so fucking busy. That's the thing. I forget shit. But this motherfucker right here, he tested positive. I'm gonna give y'all some clues and y'all can tell me who it is. He's a lightweight. He was the one that they said, he's a PBCer. He was the one that they said they should match him up with fucking Naoya Nui. When the name come to me, all I know is, there you go, Louis Neary, dog. See, the name came to me. These are my two motherfucking tight as fuck Mexican boxers that I fight, that I root for. And you know why? It's because it's more of the African genetics in them. Mexicans are Africans, but they're dormant, weak version. They're like, basically, you know how you have albino people and they missing, you know what I'm saying, that full chromosome for them to be where they're at, and it's because their pigmentation is dormant. That's the same thing with Mexicans, dog. They are dormant black people. They don't have the full genetics. They don't have the full beauty of being black. They don't have the full physical attributes, the physical good looks, the physical charms, the physical abilities of being black. So they lack certain areas. They lack certain prerequisites. That's why they have ilky fucking bodies. That's why their bodies are genetically not disposed the same way. But they are basically the rejected version of blacks. But when you look at David Benavidez and you look at Louis Neary, these are the high octane versions of Mexicans because they have the African genetics in them. That's why they're special. And these are the Mexicans that I root for. But I'm not gonna pick them over my own. Fuck that bullshit. Jermall Charlo, hell to the fuck nah. Jermall Charlo will knock this rabbit motherfucker out. Jermall Charlo will embarrass this motherfucker. Jermall Charlo will expose this motherfucker. And Jermall Charlo will put him down at his truest and his most properest levels. Because like Meek Mill say, there's levels to this shit. There's gears. And the gears is as simple as this. I get it. Hkhs Sport salutes you. But guess what? Hkhs Sport also has to tell you, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. When it's all said and done, you not on Jermall Charlo's level. Jermall Charlo translates power from weight class to weight class. Jermall Charlo is athletic. He's explosive. Something David Benavidez never faced in the ring. Notice everybody David Benavidez has faced are duds. Fucking bum bashes. He never faced anyone that really pushed him. And even when he fought Anthony Durrell ain't no fucking Jermall Charlo, man. So don't get this shit twisted. Jermall Charlo's a puzzle you can't fucking figure out. That's why he's undefeated. Jermall Charlo always figures out a way to win a fight. Even when he had the last substitution edition of Matt Corbo, he figured that shit out, even though he was going through the symbiotic relationship of Charlo twinship. And seeing Jermall Charlo was robbed by Tony Harrison and how that had a psychological impact on him. He's still basically under pressure, under the gun. He proved he was a true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics, and he rose above the ashes and he got the fucking job done. David Benavidez, it's a tree you fucking barking up. And like Jay-Z said, you bark up the tree will fall on you. Listen, man, Jermall Charlo's a tree that will fall on your rabbit fucking ass. And it's gonna fall on you in lions only fashion. But you got a bunch of ravening wolves. I done told you guys, man. The IE Bluefin Straddler TVs of the world, IE the beta shop instigations of the world. You know what they're doing? They're sitting here and they're rooting for fucking David Benavidez. Where's the rooting for Jermall Charlo? It's because Jermall Charlo said what he said about Deontay Wilder. And because he said that in true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics, they feeling some type of way. See, Jermall Charlo got them feeling some type of way. A true alpha extraordinaire will always have pure beta supremes feeling some type of way. A true alpha extraordinaire will always have pure beta supremes feeling some type of way. Some type of way. You know, you gotta bridge that shit. Because when it's all said and done, that's why they got off of Jermall Charlo. That's why they trying to blackball him. But Jermall Charlo is like the Jesus principle. And Hkhs Sport remixed it in his own version. And we gonna say it. Those whom they've rejected became the chief cornerstone. Greatness personification can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped. So you can't stop the greatness personification of a Jermall Charlo. Because when it's all said and done, it's about the Charlos brothers. When it's all said and done, it's about Lions only. And there's a reason why those brothers are doing their thing in boxing and they're dominating the way that they're dominating. Because they're unapologetic brothers. They never are out of fucking shape. Newsflash, David Benavidez. And they always on code. And they always get the fucking job done. That's the cool part. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true teller fashion. So I commend you, David Benavidez, for using unlimited pressure. But you need to go back to the feet school mastership of a Hkhs sport to learn when unlimited pressure should be applied. Because right now, the way that you're applying it, you're not applying it in the right fashion. So because you're not applying it in the right fashion, pressure does what? It bursts. Hkhs. This is Hkhs sport.